You don't just wake up one day and become the person you want to be. Becoming that person is a fight. It's a quiet one that begins when no one's watching. And today is the start of the real work.
Ano sa yung battery life ko?
Buong araw ko ito gamit kahapon for client
Tapos wala
work.
pa rin na ano.
Tapos wala, okay siya. Saksang swerte mo. Yeah.
Okay naman siya. I think, na-realize ko lang na
People think the beginning is the hardest part, but it's not. The hardest part is staying with it. The part where the novelty wears off, where you realize how far you are from the goal. That's the part where people break. For me, sometimes it's every day. I've been running again, getting back into it, building, and I'll be honest, my form is all over the place. My stride feels off, my breathing not where I want it. I watch old videos of myself running, or sometimes just dream about it, what it felt like before having cancer, how I used to move. Now it's like I'm learning to run all over again, and maybe I am. Starting over isn't glamorous. It's awkward, it's frustrating, and it's humbling. But it's also necessary. See, when I got sick, when cancer flipped everything upside down, I didn't just lose my health. I lost my rhythm, my momentum. I lost parts of myself I didn't know I relied on. But that's what rebuilding is. It's reclaiming yourself piece by piece. And let's be honest, it's hard. It's not just physical, it's emotional, it's waking up and not recognizing your body. It's putting on shoes that used to take you to your personal best, and now you're just hoping to finish a slow run without stopping. But every time I lace up, I choose to believe the answer is yes. And this time, I'm not doing it alone. I have a coach, someone guiding me, holding me accountable, making sure I'm not just moving, but moving with purpose, because I want to take this seriously. I'm done guessing, done winging it. I want to train like an athlete again.
What's the biggest mistake people make when coming back from a run?
I think the biggest mistake people make is they think that their body is still at that level where they left at. So it's easy to assume, but once you get back to regular programming and training, your body will be like, it's all over the place. So remember that you were in a different level of fitness or in different circumstances back then, but when you come back, you have to take it easy first. So it's not really a thing of being able to pull off the same runs that you've done in the past, but you really have to take a step back and take things easier. When you're coming back and then you have a goal pace. Of course, if we have a goal, it's usually daunting and it feels exciting at the same time. But if you do it coming out from nothing, it's really hard. So what we do is we try to inject some speed, but carefully. Because if you're starting from zero and coming back from like nothing, you really have to be careful with training at the intensities. Because if you do too much, you could burn out, you could get injured, or you might turn your back on running. Hopefully not, but always take it easier. So be realistic with your goal times and always see the bigger picture. So you always have to take step by step. So in order to reach this goal time, I have to run this much. I have to be able to run this fast. I have to be able to pace this fast. So think backwards. So think of your goal and then think of the ways or the steps that you need to take in order for you to reach that goal.
When you're starting from zero, it's not just about putting in the miles, it's about fixing the foundation. My form was wrecked from months of being sedentary. My stride shortened and my core weak. My cadence is all over the place. But that's okay, because every step I take now is with intention. Every workout isn't just about getting faster, it's about getting it right. Fixing the small things, so that later, the bigger things take care of themselves. And that's not easy when your ego is screaming at you. When your mind says you should be better by now. When you're constantly comparing yourself to the version of you before it all fell apart.
Gonna have a strength training session today with Decide Fitness. A bit tired. It's a bit hot, but we have to do strength training.
But I remind myself this isn't a comeback. This is a complete rebuild. This means new form, new discipline, and now a new system to support it. This is the part most people skip. They just want to go fast. They want to chase the feeling of being strong without putting in the work to becoming strong. But this time, it's not me. I want to do this right. I want to be the kind of runner who doesn't just finish a race but owns it. I want to feel proud of my form, my posture, and the way I carry myself, not just in the final kilometers, but in every step that led there. And that means making peace with being a beginner again. It means knowing your why. My why is simple. I was given a second chance to move, to breathe, to push, to be here, and I'm not wasting it. I'm not wasting the grace of running. Recovery used to be optional. Now it's non negotiable. When you're rebuilding, your body speaks in whispers. And if you don't listen, those whispers turn into screams. I've had to learn patience, slowing down, taking care of small things, even when I want to push, because progress isn't about effort, it's about smart effort. Started logging everything, how I feel, what hurts, what's improving, not for validation, but for clarity. Because when the results don't show up in the watch or on the scale, they still show up on the story you're writing every day. Some days I feel I'm getting nowhere. Like all I see are the gaps, the distance between where I am and where I want to be. But then I remember, it's not about where you are, it's about where you're going. And more importantly, who you are becoming along the way. Running doesn't just shape your legs, it shapes your character, it reveals your limits, and dares you to go beyond them. There's something sacred in that, in the silence of your own breath, in the rhythm of your own stride, in the discomfort that forces you to keep on going. Every session is a vote for the athlete I want to become. Every rep, every drill, every run, it adds up. I'm not there yet, not even close, but I'm building, brick by brick, step by step, and it's not just about me. It's for every person who had to start again. For anyone who's felt broken, lost, defeated. This is your sign that you don't have to stay there. You can move, you can rebuild, and you can fight your way back. This is the challenge. Not the race, not the medal, not the finish line. The real challenge is showing up every day, even when progress feels invisible. The challenge is fighting the voice that says you're not good enough, that you'll never catch up, that this is all pointless, and answering it with effort, answering it with action, answering it with belief. You're going to want to quit, but don't. You're going to feel like you're behind, but don't rush. You're going to wonder if it's worth it. Trust me, it is. This is what it means to rebuild from zero. It's not about going back to who I was, it's about creating who I'm meant to be. And I'm just getting started. Remember, patience over pace.
So hi, it's 5:22 a.m. And we're gonna do our first ever long run. We're gonna drive down to UP, and then I think it's an hour and 15. No kilometers yet. I'm just gonna do it really slow. Kind of tired, but felt felt better. Got more sleep than usual. I think like 6 hours of sleep. So I'm excited for this long run, but I'm also not. So yeah, first long time in a while. So let's see what we can do. Let's go.
First time long run. I'm waiting for my friends to say, will come to run with me. Or at least put stuff in my cart. Oh well. Mawawala yung salon, Pasko. Wala akong remedy.
Wala akong PEDs today.
Well, at least while waiting for them, I can be diligent with my stretching. Run is done. I'm gonna get home first. That was hard. That was hard. All right, so this is the reflection for my first ever long run. I did 10k, 9.9k on 9.99k on Strava because I got Garmin Strava taxed. Did 7:59 per kilometer, pretty slow. It's not, you know, but I guess really I have to tell myself that it's not about the pace. It's about rebuilding from zero. This is what it's all about. It's about being able to go from a cancer patient to someone who can now run a 10k, and we've come a long way. I just want to, you know, like process it, I guess, and I'm very happy. I'm very happy and grateful that I'm now able to do a run at 10k. And having being coached by Migs, he reminded me about one thing, and that's my form. So during the run, I was just heavily focused on two things: my breathing and my form. Like my issue is the upper body movement, so I keep on swaying like that, and I actually now feel how much energy I was wasting by simply doing this instead of like swinging my arms naturally. So I was throughout the entire run, throughout the hour and 15, no music, just me and the demons in my head. I was just solely focused on, okay, swing your arms the proper way. Do not swing your body. Swing your arms. Swing your arms. And then I was just nasal breathing the entire time and kept on telling myself, no surging, no nothing. Just calm down, do it easy, do it the correct way. And it was fun actually. And I felt the difference from my previous runs. I was wasting a lot of energy not doing it on with proper form. So at least now we get I've tested myself and now I get to run it. I was able to run a 10k and I'm happy with that. So, yeah, we are building from zero now. Let's go.